Boston Celtics Miami Heat series. The Celtics closed out the Miami Heat in blowout fashion in Game 5. Granted, the Miami Heat were without Jaime Jaquez and Jimmy Butler, but the Celtics were without Kristaps Porzingis and still won by 30. Jason Tatum didn't have his best series, honestly. Like 20 points. But Derek White was, and Jaylen Brown really showed up Game 5. And the Celtics were just on a mission to close out the Miami Heat and put them away, which is what you need to do against a team like Miami, because you can't just expect them to go away. You got to put them away. And they did exactly that. Game 1 was a blowout by like 40. Game 2, Miami shot the lights out. They shot 23 threes. Games 3 and 4 were both blowouts. But Game 3 was much better for the Celtics than Game 4, because Game 4, the Miami Heat just missed a lot of shots. But Game 5, the Celtics really clamped down on defense. Celtics went only 16 of 40 from 3 in Game, but Miami was putrid. They went 3 of 29 from 3. Bam Adebayo had a pretty good game, 23 points. Nobody else really showed. And for the Boston Celtics, Jaylen Brown had. And for the Boston Celtics, Jason Tatum only had 16, but Jaylen Brown had 25. Derek White had 25, and Sam Hauser had 17. As overall, it was defense and three-pointers that really carried the Celtics through this series, especially this game, as they learned from their mistake the last 2 years and closed the Miami Heat out in 5. And the Celtics really learned from their mistakes from the past 2 years and closed the Miami Heat out in 5 games as they continue their dominance. So we'll see how the rest of the season goes for them. Jimmy Butler talked a whole lot of shit. He said he tried to troll the Celtics by saying, "Don't let us get one." But it's fine. Jimmy Butler talked a whole lot of shit trying to troll the Celtics by saying, "Don't let us get one," by using one of Jaylen Brown's quotes against him, trying to get into the heads of the. How'd that work out for you, Jimmy? Now you're going to be watching the rest of the playoffs, sipping mojitos in Cancun with the rest of your buddies. So bye, see you next year. And to your Miami Heat fans, the ones that were talking a lot of shit, you can all suck my fucking dick, because I just don't give a fuck. Y'all were talking a whole lot of shit saying that the Miami Heat were going to beat the Celtics. Well, you got blasted 4 out of the 5 games. So choo-choo on that, bitches. But we'll see how the rest of the playoffs goes for the Celtics. As they continue their dominance going into the next round against Cleveland Cavaliers, I think. Well, either the Cavaliers or the Magic. We'll see how that series goes. But I got the Celtics winning the next series also, because if they're able to beat the Miami Heat, who I admit, despite all the hate I have for them, and the rest of us Celtics fans have for them, they have gave us fits the last few years. Which means if we're able to beat them, then I have no doubt in my mind that we can absolutely beat the next team we play against.